Well, hopefully this is working. People should start showing up if it is. It's been a pretty long time since I've streamed. I'm not even sure how long. But we're going to be watching some Lucas today. Hey, zombie death, what's going on? Could everyone hear me okay? I think so. This is the mic I use to make my videos. Hey, what's going on? Looks like people are showing up. That's good. Give the stream a like, I guess. I don't know. So this is, I think I set this up correctly so everyone can see Lucas. Hey, what's going on, everyone? If anyone's wondering, I'm drinking eggnog today. Yeah, exactly. It's Lucas looking all greasy with his hair slicked back and sores on his face. And shirtless for some fucking reason. Do you have to see Lucas? Well, I mean, you clicked on the Lucas stream, so I think I called it that. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's not abnormal that you haven't seen me on stream before. I don't do this very often. Yeah. I'm sure someone's going to tell me that I need a haircut, which is true. Hey, what's up, everyone? Alright. We're going to start with this random video, I think.
I just woke up. I don't care if you're uncomfortable. Bootlicker.
Bootlicker?
Misogynist. Seriously, I don't care if you're uncomfortable. I really don't. There's nothing you can goddamn do about it. So... yeah, I just launched a Patreon. Click the link in the description below.
My god, it's like he spends the first half of the video being like, yeah, fuck you, being all antagonistic, and then he's like, hey, you want to give me money? I mean, of course you would. Why wouldn't you? Yeah, I think my hair is getting a bit, I don't know, a bit too long, probably. I should probably not have it past shoulder length.
Below to give me money, because apparently that's all women love. And this bullshit patriarchic system that hates women. You need to know about telomeres. You need to know about age phobia. You need to stop being a bigot. Go to my Patreon for more. I'm not really here to tolerate the bullshit, the religious, or any of the other bullshit. Capitalist, pig, whatever. Yeah, I'm a narcissist, and I point out the fact that I have some scarring on my face from a pimple. You really need to check yourself.
Yeah, I mean, he was like almost 40, you know? I don't know what he's doing. Of course I was going to point out his pimple. Alright, what else we got here? Well, herpes. I mean, it's Lucas, so we know it wasn't an STD.
I'll make sure we're on the spot here. There are people alive today that still have HIV after 40 years. And you're out there hooking up and having sex when the United States government is advising people to stay 6 feet apart. And the death toll on this is almost as much as the Vietnam War in 19 years, over the course of 2 months. And the survival rate of this is about 50-50. Like, 75,000 people have been cured of it, but like 45,000 people have died of it. So it's 40-60.
You know, it's weird that Lucas thinks that people living for 40 years after getting HIV is a bad thing. I mean, that's what I'm hearing, right? I mean, it's something we can completely treat. We just can't cure it, obviously.
40% chance if you catch it, you're gonna die.
He's doing
and you're
some
out
weird
there
math
having
here
sex
that
and
just makes no
partying
fucking
and stuff.
sense. Basically, that's what he always does.
The HIV can kill you in 40 years. There are people still alive.
That's because we...
Coronavirus will kill you a 50-50 chance, 40-60 chance within 2 months.
Yeah, that's exactly
and
what
you're
he
out
said.
there like it's a porn movie. I love evolution so much because it is... I like you, but, you know, you're clearing the way, so, yeah. Nice knowing you.
Man, Lucas is the last person who should ever talk about evolution. He basically relies on everyone else to, like, support him every month. If evolution was what we were going after, he'd be in fucking trouble. Well, anyway. Hell awaits the merciless.
Christians are probably, as a whole, the least forgiving people I've ever met. Like, if somebody brings up my past or anything about me, even in childhood,
Lucas
like
is
a temper tantrum
like,
that I threw when I was 12 or something.
he's in like a situation where he has government housing again. Basically, he has a roommate who's apparently... His roommate's like the right-wing version of him, basically. Yeah, I think so. It's some sort of government housing for people who are nuts, and he's in with someone who's basically just as crazy as he is. It's been kind of entertaining, I guess.
It's like they've never read the Bible. You know, Christians are just not well versed in the Bible. Because they go to church, you know, they listen to the sermon. The sermons usually touch on stuff on how to make more money or to believe in God rather than stuff like the forgiveness issue. I mean, Luke 6:37. Do not judge, lest ye be judged, yada yada, forgiven you will be forgiven. Hell awaits the merciless. So, seeing hell, Christians, maybe that's why I'm an atheist.
He's an atheist because he doesn't like the idea of hell, I guess. I don't know. Well, what else do we got here? If you want to be my girl.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be my girlfriend, I see why I would talk to Zoomers. Otherwise, it's just a professional relationship, or I'm a platonic friend, and I'm not really into the platonic friendship with women between 18 and 24 in Spokane, Washington.
Platonic friends.
So, I
No,
mean,
look
if we're
at-
all
look
kicking
at
it,
me,
I
I'm
want
so
some phone
attractive.
numbers. Or at least some FaceTime information. I'll set up a FaceTime account. As long as we have one video chat where I meet you IRL, then we can set up a date. Steam plant. I'm 40, you're 18 to 24. I hope you're not age phobic, classist, or religionist.
Religionist.
Because I'm not
God, if only there was a word for that.
going to judge you on those differences. I'm not going to judge you on your race, skin color, or anything like that, nationality. I do want you to be a woman who is fertile in that age range.
Oh, he needs you to be fertile. Yeah.
And willing to one day have babies
Fucking loser.
or baby within that age range with me.
Oh yeah, with Lucas. Look at him, he's so cool. He's like,
Or at least on the fence about it.
yeah, at least if they're considering I'm your baby with me.
After that one video chat and I like you and we like each other, we'll meet up at Steam Plant
No fucking way anyone likes Lucas after
for
a
lunch or
video
dinner after the coronavirus.
chat. He's just a miserable
And,
asshole. He's such a dick every single second of the day.
If I like you enough for a second date, I'll give you $100. Whether or not we have sex, the sex part is your choice.
I ain't saying she's a gold digger.
If we go 4 dates, you'll earn
You won't
$100
actually
per date,
get
so
this
you'll earn
money, though.
$400. If we go on
Yeah,
fifth
Lucas is still alive.
date,
He came back recently.
I'll re-enroll in college where I was on the honor roll at SCC for 3 months.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What does the honor roll matter if you don't pass your
Spokane
class?
Community College. Trying to become a board game designer. Really
He's
just
on
trying to get
Social
good
Security.
grades to see where that gets me in life.
So he gets like
Trying to get an AA right
$800
now.
a month, and food stamps are like $250 right now. That's basically what Lucas
If you
gets.
come in all judgy on me, we're not gonna date. Unless your judgment of me is that I'm good. I'm good. I'm 420 friendly, obviously. I'm not really hard drug friendly.
Oh. Lucas is smoking.
I mean, if you're a user without being an abuser, you're not doing
Oh, whatever.
illegal drugs, then I'm fine with you. Like if you drink but you're not an alcoholic, I'm good. If you're a heroin user, I'm not good with that. Go do your thing. It's not legal, so I don't want to get into trouble. If after the 4th date you want to get married, we'll get married
You
at
wanna
a
get married
courthouse
after the
or
fourth date? Yeah, that sounds about
religious organization of your choice. I'm secular, but that doesn't mean I'm in judgment of you if you want to be my wife.
right. I
We
know,
can
the
talk
fourth
about like
date.
the finer
This guy has a
details
nut
on the
job.
dates. I just want to have a good conversation with you as we're eating food.
Yeah, then we could get married. Yeah. I'll bring the contract, like Jeff said.
Steam Plant would be the first date. First date will be on June 1st or the first week of June, and concurrently until I meet my goal of getting married and having children. But we got to do 4 dates first, dinner dates for me to determine if you're ready to be married. 1 a month, starting on June 1st until I meet my goal. I got to get $100 to gift you for the date if I
think
like
SSI
the
comes
fact
in
that
first of the month.
the date was good.
At least it does for the person right now who's in the same state. But
And if you want to go on a second date, it's the same program.
if you want to go on a second date,
Starting on
who
June
would want a
1st.
second date with this man?
If you don't want me to give you the money, I don't have to. If you don't want me to buy you dinner to be the girlfriend, I don't think that's going to happen because I want to at least meet you, and that's one good way to meet you. If you want me to go cheaper, I don't really want to go cheaper. I think a dinner would be good. Steam Plant. If you're going to be my girl, you got to at least go to this one dinner with me.
He's pretty obsessed with eating.
We don't have to go to the second one if you don't want to. I was thinking sushi.com or Fire Artisan Pizza.
Oh yeah, sushi.com.
As your boyfriend, I promise you one dinner date a month at a place of steam plant value. Anywhere in Spokane you want to eat. Maybe Churchill's. If I get that disbursement from going to college again, we can go to Churchill's a couple times. But until then, Steam Plant is a really good restaurant. And we gotta wait until the virus passes anyway.
The toaster oven? We might get to that at some point.
If we date for a year, we don't have to have sex.
What? We date for a year, we don't
But
have to
after
have
a
sex.
year,
Whatever.
or sooner, we gotta at least have sex. Not to impregnate necessarily, but just to have sex. If you want to get pregnant, I'm down for that.
Oh,
If you don't want to get pregnant at all and have children with me at all, you probably shouldn't try to date me because I want to have kids. If you're not in a marriage, you can't date me because I'm in a marriage. I don't care about your religion or non-religion. I'm not going to judge you.
Hey, what's going on?
As long as you
Cameron?
accept that I'm not religious.
As long as you accept that he's not religious. He's on Instagram, my lady. Yeah, I know. If I'm not your priority, it's like, why would you ever be someone's priority? Now, which one should I watch? How about this one?
I haven't been on a date in 8 years, so like I've dated women my own age and older and I don't really have a problem with it. But then I thought, well, if I date younger women, maybe that might work out. You know, I've tried that.
Oh man, look at his face. He looks terrible. Why is his skin so dry? Like, look, something has happened to this man. Can I zoom in? I guess it doesn't work that way. Hey, what's going on? I'm just trying to point out how terrible Lucas's skin looks in this video. It's all fucking dry and dying, and he's not even... He's about 7 years older than me. But he just looks terrible in some of his videos, I guess. Yeah, no, he was too busy eating sandwiches in the bathroom at the homeless shelter rather than... Oh, I started at 12, so I guess almost 20 minutes. Yeah, I know I'm making fun of a homeless man, but it's like, I'm sure he could do better than this, right? This is not okay. Yeah. Alright.
For 8 years. Nobody's really been interested because it was kind of new, and yeah, a lot of people are down at like the poverty level at the homeless shelter. I think there's like 3 those kind of age gap relationships. I just kind of let them go, you know, because they found their own thing. It's probably religionist, with a lot of Tinder's classist, and overall there's a lot of age phobia. So I'm 40. The chicks I want to try to date are 18 to 24. I don't know. I like a challenge. It's been 8 years of this challenge. 1 year I offered $1,000, but my payee made me take it down. So I decided, well, why not just offer $100? So that's what I'm doing now, is offering $100 for you to go on one date with me if you're that chick in that age range of 18 to 24. At the
This is hilarious. His payee made him take down the offer to date a woman for $1,000, which got him featured on Tosh.0, by the way. So now he's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna offer $100, and it's like, it didn't work when you offered 1,000. What the fuck are you doing? His recent videos, I'm not sure. I haven't given him $20 to be his Facebook friend, of course. Yeah, I'll be right back. Gonna get some more eggnog. Huh. I had to stop drinking Four Loko because the malt liquor was kind of killing me. I feel a lot better now that I'm not.
The steam plant, and we get to know each other to see if this works out. I mean, obviously our bodies are going to do what they're going to do, and if I feel that that's happening, then I'll give you $100 at the end of the day, however you want that to end. It's free food. Like, if you got the most expensive thing on the menu, it would be a smothered steak, and that's really good. I had that once. I'm not a big credit card guy. I'm the poor, the bipolar thing. You don't have a job. I want to have kids because the research I read said that men between 35 and 55 may, and there's ample research to say that if your telomeres are longer, you'll have children that are fitter to the environment, which means they'll be stronger intellectually and physically, more compassionate. So I'm thinking if we combine these two age groups, it would create stronger bay.
Stronger bay.
That's my own personal theory. Oh, because you're not a hater? That would be most omnipresent of you. Even though there is no God, it's just fairy tales. It's like saying, oh, there's McDonald's, so therefore there's Thor. You have to understand that time can move in forward and backward position.
So the funniest time was this one time when he was yelling about misogyny in public, just like screaming and screaming, and this guy walked by and said, "Shut the fuck up, faggot." And Lucas just kind of like smiled at him and just kind of recoiled, and after the guy walked away, he started yelling about misogyny again, and it's just like, wow, what a little bitch. Well, yeah, I know it's really disconcerting to see him doing that in public. I don't disagree with the guy at all. You should have told him to shut the fuck up. But Lucas didn't even bother to cut it out of the video, is like my point here. You just left it in there. Some guy making him look like a total bitch.
Within physics. So the universe that we're in now will crush, move backwards in time, and become the universe that we were.
Yeah.
And this is a concept known as eternal recurrence, which was thought up by Friedrich Nietzsche to postulate why and how there could be no God to create the universe. And it's pretty much...
I'm in Grays Harbor. It's where Lucas is from, but he's like 7 hours away in Spokane, so Washington's a really big state. Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty far away.
Pretty much discovered, I mean, we know that the universe can move faster than light through entropy, as we've observed it 12 billion light years away. And if that's true, then it's moving backwards in time. And then it will just reboot itself backwards and forward.
He was in Tumwater at some point. I don't know if anyone here knows Tumwater, but he thought I was stalking him there, but I never heard of him until he moved out of there, so I don't think I was doing that. I've never heard of him being in Seattle, just Olympia and Tumwater. Do you? Yeah, I used to live in Tumwater, but I had no idea who Lucas was back then, so I'm not really sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, Fort Lewis. Crap, I didn't serve there. It's, I don't know, it must be somewhere near it.
All the energy that got depleted into nothingness will become somethingness again. It all works out.
Lucas's view.
So,
on
like,
entropy,
if
of course,
that doesn't bother you,
I probably don't have a soul.
then I'm an atheist. Ooh, real scary when we all like look at your face.
Ooh, real scary.
George Carlin. It's not that big of a challenge. I do see that with a lot of Christian women, is like they won't date outside their religion. It's silly. We get along. You know? Just let the kids do whatever they want to do. Maybe they'll become agnostic.
Let the kids become
I doubt
agnostic.
it. So $100 if you go to dinner with moi. The most expensive thing on the menu is like $40. And they have a lot of pasta and steak, and pizza and salads. I've only been there once. It was great. Dim lighting, we can make out blood.
We can make out. Gross. You want to watch Lucas make out with an 18-year-old girl? It just destroys me. Wasn't he homeless at some point? He most certainly was. Man, if I saw this guy making out with an 18-year-old, I think I'd fucking lose it. Not that I have any moral objection to it, I just have a physical rejection to it. It's fucking gross. Atheists are usually pretty cool. Oh, look at him. He's poorly wearing these glasses. You know how he got these sunglasses? I think I remember this. He traded cheese for them. Like, he bought this aged Gouda, and then he traded it for sunglasses. Because he didn't have anywhere to put it, because he was at the homeless shelter. So that's why he had these sunglasses for some videos. Because he traded cheese for them. Yeah.
Listen. It's like a tricorder out there. Captain, this entire planet is made of willy whoop. Willy whoop. Okay, so yeah. I'm an atheist reading the Bible because I'm checking out, like, who has a sense of humor about the religion, like Stephen Colbert does. He's a Catholic, but he makes fun of Catholics all the time. Or just looking for atheists like me. You know, anybody that has a sense of humor about their religion is not that bad. Christ-like Christians are not bad. and atheists are usually pretty cool. The Bible is followed by 80% of this country, Christians, Muslims, and Jews. But you look at the behavior, it's like love everyone, it's all this violence and blah, blah, blah. Colossians 3:12, therefore as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. I'm sure the agnostics will get a kick out of this too. Ephesians 4:2, be completely humble and gentle, be patient, bearing with one another in love. And yet you meet a Christian.
Alright, let's find something funnier. I understand you hoard women.
I've met plenty of people that disagree with my atheist stance against religion, and we can have a conversation about it to where it leads to something along the lines of, as long as you're a good person and a good human being, then nothing else should really matter. As long as you're trying to be a good person and trying to do the right things, and you're cool about some shit, then it doesn't really matter. And that's usually the conversation that I have with religious chicks over the internet. It's like, I understand you're not a Christian, and I'll be like, I understand you're not an atheist. And it sort of just leads down to the path of, as long as we can agree that we aren't assholes and try not to be assholes, except the people who are assholes, you know, like Trump and shit like that.
I'm not really sure what Lucas has. He's really balding, like you can't tell from the front, but he has a huge bald spot in the middle of his head. Like a gigantic bald spot. I can't overstate this. It's like larger than the red spot on Jupiter. But somehow you can't see it from the front, so trust me, it's there though. So I think he's just been letting his hair grow.
You know, like the rich motherfuckers. The people that actually fuck up the world. Instead of picking on little peons. Like me, if we can agree to not pick on me or people that are poor, that may have made, you know, don't pick on people is what I'm saying. Is like, if it's like little people that have their own struggle, don't pick on them. But like the big wigs, like the religion and like the big politic issues and business things, you got to pick on the big issues, not the little people trying to make small changes here and there that are either poor or very unknown. You know what I'm saying? If you pick on the little guy, you're a bitch or an asshole. And you could be a dude or a chick and be either... A bitch is basically somebody that just stands in your way. And an asshole is somebody that pushes you out of the way. So you could be a male or female bitch or asshole is what I'm saying. It's like the whole capitalist bullshit of like, oh, bitches are just women that want to be on par with the guys. Kind of sucked. I don't think women are bitches for wanting to be on par with the guys is what I'm saying. But the fact that they like had to adapt that word is the same as the gays having to adapt the word or the blacks having to adapt the word. It just like capitalism forced you to do that. So that's what sucks. I understand it's fun to say certain words and stuff like that. I don't really care if you say fuck, shit, damn, nigga, faggot, or bitch. As long as you're mean to me, we have no conversation. As long as you're like mean to the people around you, we have no conversation. Niceness rules. If you don't agree, fuck you. So I don't really get off on topics that I don't think will lead to me finding a girlfriend.
Thank you.
Like I'll be your buddy and I'll be your friend. I might even hang out with you and whatever. But at the same time, you know where my mind is, and you know what my sorrow comes from. It comes from 8 years alone, dealing with a bunch of age phobes, classists, religionists, ableists,
I think I'm doing this at the worst
bigots and
possible
haters
time, right?
toward.
I think that's the real problem here. I mean, noon PST isn't really terrible, but it's like I didn't tell anyone I was doing this. I was just like, I'm gonna get some eggnog and stream. Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to deal with Lucas. He's horrible.
towards me when I don't think I deserve as much fucking bullshit that you've thrown at me. You're all out there fucking around during the Corona cost, so I feel perfectly justified in slut-shaming you for maybe another month, because otherwise I don't really care. You know, it's not my business, but you technically are causing a plague to be perpetuated, or potentially. So, like, I don't really get off on other topics, is what I'm saying, other than what I think can lead me down to the path, the path of finding true love. She's 18 and 24. She's a Zoomer. I'm Generation X. You give me $100.
Zoomer.
Why? Fine. If you want to give me $100 to date me, you can do that too. But what I'm saying is, like, if I give you $100, it's to meet you for lunch at the steam plant after the whole virus thing has lifted in Spokane, Washington. I don't understand why you're greedy with the women. I don't understand why you're hoarding them like money, and I don't understand why you're capitalistic about this. I don't understand why you have to fuck around and not social distance during the coronavirus like a bunch of idiots. I don't understand why you are fucking retarded, other than the fact of a personal theory of mine to do with biology.
I don't know, Lucas.
That takes from other theories and builds a new theory, because that's what science does. So if I give you $100, will you please meet me in the steam plant for lunch for a conversation? No, we don't have to have sex. If I give you the $100, it would be before we had sex.
He will not.
And that decision is up to you. I'm not really, I mean, I could go 4 months without sex. I'm perfectly fine with that. I've gotten 8 years without a girlfriend or sex. Let's have a dinner together.
I don't think so. I'm too
and
old
get
for
to know each other as human beings. Otherwise, I don't really want to know you, because you're just out there fucking around and doing things to potentially spread a virus around, or you're a bigot towards me or hateful. And I don't really appreciate the disrespect.
How scary.
I think we should split Congress 50-50 men and women. I'm a sexist. Go fuck yourself, classist. I'm not here to play your game.
We should have required Congress to be 50% women. Man, I don't know. This guy just fucking says things. He has no idea what he's talking about. Can you imagine he thinks that we shouldn't elect Congress? Not that I like Congress exactly, but... yeah, I know. Which one should I watch? There's got to be something good here. Satan. Oh, slut shaming. I already watched this one. How about this one?
Truth is, I'm just a regular Gen X dude. I really do love Gen Z women. I think that they don't have the stick up their ass problem the millennials did. Of, oh, he said faggot, so suddenly he's a homophobe, when, like, that's all they do all day is, like, insult each other and call it love. That irritates me. I don't think we need to use any nice... The point is I don't care. You could hail Satan or Christianity or be an atheist or agnostic. If you're nice to me, then it's open. If not, no. There's always, like, some chick that's like, oh, beware, he's kind of a dirty comic. There I go the other way. I just get up off my ass because you're not being fair. You don't get to insult me. That's part of the rule. Yeah, I do care. I just, I see how your boyfriends are, and you're crying, and it's like the dudes that are like your age, and it's like, I really don't give a shit. Or it's like all these gray dude guys that are actually poor. I mean, I'm down there at the homeless shelter and seeing like... 18-year-old honeys getting picked up, 18 and 21, by these older dudes. And I've been preaching the age gap thing for 4 years, but you fucked me off. You're not bourgeoisie. It's probably your religion. You're in cahoots with the oligarchy because you're a simp with the Stockholm syndrome. I'm not saying I hate you, but like every time I see a dude with no talent wearing a flat bill baseball cap, he's got like 10 girlfriends. Greedy much? Socialist? Communist? Anarchist?
All right.
Yeah, you don't really have anything to say to that, do you, boy? No, you don't. So what I'm saying is, like, if you hook me up with the phone number and she's between 18 and 24, no, I'm not going to explain it. I'm 40. It's just progesterone, dude. It's the high points of progesterone, which makes us horny, okay? It's acerbic, but it's true chemical shit. And plus, I want to have kids, and, you know, they're the most fertile. They're more vocal about being socialists. Again, I don't care if you insult me.
By the way, he does care.
I don't know. It's one of those things. Like, are you going to go out with me, though? Oh, then why are you talking to me? You're going to talk to me while your boyfriend's there? It's like it holds true for the hip-hop crowd, the rock crowd, and the country crowd. You're just going to act single with the boyfriend there, but leave me stranded. Okay, here's $100. Give me a phone number. If I like her, we do a video chat immediately. None of this trolling shit. And then, you know, we go hook up and have dinner somewhere nice. Not Churchill's nice.
That they have to be 18.
I don't have a credit card. I'm for Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is out. I'm tired of the hypocrites. What I'm saying is there's a way to negotiate through this called money. If you don't want to pay me, that's fine. But at the same time, I don't see how we're friends. I'm good with you, but at the same time, I don't really feel you're good with me until you accept my offer, dude. Do we really need more bigots on the planet?
What a fucking dickhead.
Fine, faggot, nigga, the creeper. What do I gotta say to fit in with you? Bigot, 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 or faggot, faggot, faggot? Because it just seems like the fucking problem is you. Age phobia until the money is thrown at you.
Fuck yourself, you stupid dickhead.
Yeah, you're not a racist at all. You're just a big fat freaking homophobe or an age phobe. No, you're an age phobe. Let's just cut the brass tacks.
It's ridiculous.
Money solves the problem.
No one can get along with this guy.
And we're socialist, and it still solves the problem. Or left wing, you know. It's like, yeah, well, okay, yeah, money solves the problem, but we all hate the centrist Democrats and the Republicans. I don't know. I'm not trying to say you're retarded because that's a bit ableist. I'm not saying you're ableist because you like to say the word retarded, even though you're for helping people with, you know, ramps and stuff to roll their wheelchairs up. What I'm saying is it's just a confusing little problem that just seems like it's not my problem.
Can you believe this guy? Look at him.
$100. Phone number, we go eat. You know, I have a chick. All these gray hair dudes, you're pretty much fucking all of them. So I don't know what you're fucking related.
Don't listen to Lucas too much. He is such a fuckhead. Yeah, I know. He does look around to see if someone's looking. Or if someone's listening, because, well, people have complained a few times, and he's just like a little bitch about it. He's like, oh, sorry. That's how he is to the cops. It's amazing. Yeah, Lucas will say anything. He went through a whole phase of just, like, spamming the N-word when people are telling him, hey, you shouldn't do this. And he's like, oh, yeah, well, I'm going to do this until I get a girlfriend.
Religion is but money worship. Hypocrites, stop, please. Just, you know, Satan welcomes you if that's your bully pulpit. Satan's gonna welcome you, money worshipers, gossipers, liars, assholes, and bloody. I'm glad
I think my partner's 5 years younger than me at the moment. But I'm 35, so I don't know. Yeah.
I don't believe it because, you know, if I did, I'd be scared of hell every 2 seconds. Oh, well, look. Money! Not God, money. Matthew 6:24. I'd be scared of burning in hell every 2 seconds if I was a Christian.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. I kind of want to start reading more stories. It's just like people aren't that happy about it when I'm not making fun of things, and I really wanted to get into To Catch a Predator content pretty soon here. I made that Lorne video, and that's kind of like I'd like to make more stuff like that. Although that was the only video in my past couple years that's gotten demonetized, so I think it might be difficult to monetize TCAP content. Yeah, I know, it's not weird if you're in your 30s or whatever. I do want to read more stuff. My last relationships video, somebody left me a comment, and they said, do you notice that you get less views on these? And I'm just like, well, yeah, but it's something I wanted to do. I'm not really like... Yeah, I know they get less views, whatever. They make money. I still make like over $50 or something if I do those, but... Alright, I should probably find something instead of just complaining about YouTube. 13 years? That's an age gap. The language of love. This might be good.
Oh, sorry, did you catch me in another pre-shower mode? I guess you did. As you can...
You caught me pre-shower, that's why I look like shit. People like to tell me that I sound like Garfield. I don't know if that's true.
In here, I'm at a park. Because I often record these videos at the park. Please don't let this person talk to me. They freaking talk to me. I'm trying to do the videos all the time.
Oh, don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me.
Okay.
Lucas,
it's not to be
bitch.
rude. I just would rather not be interrupted. This always freaking happens. They call themselves Christians, but they interrupt people. Anyway. He's going to walk right in front of me after I just said that.
That's for sure.
Anyway, Matthew 6:24 says that you can't serve two masters. You must pick one, God or money. In light of Bernie Sanders losing
Christian Civil
because
War,
of the
like,
hypocritical
idea
bourgeoisie.
Stuff, I got bored of Christian.
Oh, I like Bernie, but I'm
Until
not
the
going to
recent
vote.
events.
Or I like Bernie, but, you know, the whole money and power thing, I kind of need money and power. My boyfriend needs to pay my medical bills because I'm a lazy sot. Or, like, I just poor because
Yeah, he
I'm,
looks like shit
you
in
know, a
this
rich
video.
bitch and I'm evil, and
This guy
that's
was
just how
less
I
than
roll.
40.
I don't date the poor. I love them, but I don't date the poor. Sorry, sweaty. Gen Z solidarity. At the same time, fuck your hypocrisy, man.
Solidarity.
So here's the opportunity, Christians, or anybody with ears to listen. I'm really sick of classism, and I'm really sick of age phobia. Because it's usually tied to classism, or it's like, oh no, you got to be my religion in order to date me. You're a nice guy, but if you don't believe the way I believe, as left-wing and liberal as I am, you better be a Christian. Your Christian boys are the lead.
Can you imagine how, like, condescending he'd be if someone was a Christian? Like, every single day you'd wake up and he's like, how's your imaginary God, you dumbass? That's what he'd tell his girlfriend, trust me. It's fucking ridiculous. This guy has no respect for anyone's religion, and he's like, why don't they want to date me? Why can't a Christian date me? I just think they're a fucking child and dumbass. Or whatever. I mean, I don't know how smart everyone is in Christianity. They gotta be smarter than Lucas, though.
Least Christ-like people I've ever met.
Christ-like.
It's always like one or the other, like giving but not humble. you know what I'm talking about, sweethearts. So I'm gonna give you $100. You'll be like, well, I don't really work with atheists. Really? You're on Facebook and you're on Instagram, and those are owned by atheists. Maybe it's time to give up and appreciate the fact that some people are like you and some people are not like you. Mark Zuckerberg owns both those social media platforms. He's also donated more money than any Christian evangelica, so I don't want to hear it, shitheads. I'll give you $100.
Yeah,
I want one date with someone that is hot. That she's got to be between 18 and 24. Your opportunities are better if she's 18. I'm more likely to take that. She can't have kids. Disease free. You know, not a hard drug user. 420 is fine. You know, it doesn't matter what economic class as long as she's kind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to pay for a dinner.
Hey, I'm seriously considering making more To Catch a Predator content. I'm not sure if that's what people want, but it would make me make more content. Yeah. Yeah, evangelicist. It's quite a word.
It won't be like Churchill's level
About 18 and ready to
exquisite, but it will be something nice like Steam Plant, where like you can get a good $40 steak, or Sushi.com, where you can spend $80 and have a good meal with two people. It'll be something like that. I don't know where yet. Those are just my favorite restaurants.
I've been reading a lot of like TCAP comments lately. It takes a special audience because it's basically the same jokes repeated over and over again for an entire decade. Yeah, like 15 years now, maybe. That's how To Catch a Predator is.
When it comes to like medium pricing that I can't really afford, that I do once every
people like it when I read
couple
it
of months
to them in person.
I usually just go get a burrito or something when I go out to eat out of Lano's. She's got to live in Spokane, Washington, none of this outlying area. She has to live in Spokane, not like in Coeur d'Alene or like outside in Medical Lake. She has to live in Spokane. You're like, well, what kind of chick do you like? Well, I don't know. You got any parks in your city? In Spokane, Washington, you had a park anywhere? The chicks that go running in the morning, that level of hot. If after the date I feel that she has compassion towards me.
Oh, John Kennelly. Man, that guy is... He's ugly. He's very ugly. I know he just came to get something to eat, but it looks like his face is fucking melting. It's horrifying that the guy was trying to go to meet like a 13-year-old. Oh, also, look at Lucas's face. Man, was he like ridiculously dehydrated? Or something? I hate to sound like a YouTuber, but I'm like, drink a little more water than this guy has been.
Doesn't mean we have to have sex. But if I feel that she has I'm not going to turn away sex. Okay, I'm a man. But what I'm saying is, like, after we eat and we converse, and I feel that she has compassion towards me, then I'll give you $100. It's really that simple.
$100.
Find me on Instagram at LUCAERNER79. Forgive me, but I want to have children someday, so this is really serious to me. If it's not serious to you, don't even bother.
Why would I be click at that? Or rhinology. Lucas definitely has problems. Alright, which one should I look at? Or I could check out his actual new channel.
Oh, it cracks me up when I meet Christians who are like, yeah, my boyfriend, he's not your typical Christian. He smokes meth and swears all the time. And sis, stop right there. What you just described is the typical Christian. The atypical Christians are the ones that actually get off their ass and go out and, like, help the poor and do charity work. Those are not the main stock of Christians. Your boyfriend is a typical Christian, and you, with the goof rub on your face and like
he thinks he's so much better, and he just looks like a goddamn idiot.
You know what I mean? Like the jerk female attitude.
Oh yeah, we get it, Lucas. Oh my god, look at this blank look in his eyes.
Oh, he's not the typical Christian. He smokes drugs and listens to rap and is white.
Drugs, yeah. What a fucking boomer.
Sis, what you just described is a typical Christian.
Alright, that was great. Actually, it was fucking horrible. What the hell, Lucas? Yeah, smokes drugs. Lucas must still be affected by reefer madness or something.
I've dated enough narcissistic women to know that as an empath, you know, they kind of like attract towards me, but it's got a point where you look at things as somebody who's empathic and you realize that narcissists and their behavior.
Hey, MDB3000, thank you. I know you're one of my patrons. I appreciate it for the $20 super chat. Lucas is still alive. I'm not going to drink any Four Loko, but it'll definitely help me recoup what I am drinking. Yeah. Yeah, Lucas saying he's dated more than one woman is a bit of a stretch, to be honest.
behavior will only lead you astray, and you sort of erect walls around yourself.
Yeah.
I'm still empathic. I mean, I'll obviously be nicer than a lot of people are to people that people can't tolerate. You know, I'm just smart enough to know that, like, narcissists will often look at your calling them out for narcissism and say, well, what about you? You're a narcissist too. Well, that's not the behavior of a narcissist to call you empathic. It's the behavior of a narcissist to say that you're just like them and also a narcissist.
Yeah, I think I remember him, like, licking someone's deodorant when he was staying in their bathroom, and then, like, he got kicked out the next day. I couldn't deal with it. This guy is such a fucking creep. It's ridiculous. Yeah, but Lucas calling someone a narcissist is just nuts. Like, he's so full of himself. He calls himself the Wern.
That's why I would probably not date a narcissist again, because every woman that I've ever dated has been a narcissist, and I've dated like 8 women. They're all a bunch of narcissists. They know this.
Dated like 8 women.
I know this, and I'm an empath, and empaths and narcissists generally tend to go together well, but there's something that happens when 2 empaths fall in love that is better than an empath dating a narcissist, so I'm not gonna date narcissists. I could look at my downvotes, my posts, and see these people are obviously narcissists. Because I'm talking about things like...
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
Women, and how it's not women's problem to chase money, even though they do. It's men in power. I've made videos about where most men, or a lot of men, are homophobic. And yet women date them anyway. Women will date misogynist assholes. And of course I'm getting the downvotes because the narcissists will look at that and go, well, you're a narcissist too. When that's a complete lie. 1, if you're a Christian, you're breaking the 9th commandment. 2, if you're an atheist or a non-Christian and you think you're better than everybody else by being a narcissist or accusing people of being a narcissist when they accuse you of being a narcissist, you're not. You're the same as everything you hate.
I know, Lucas's whole empath thing. Oh, he's so good at empathy. He can't in the slightest understand how other people feel. Look at this Easter video. Jesus deserved crucifixion. Oh, how edgy. He might make a point every once in a while, I don't know. Maybe you're my bigot. Oh. Lauren Iverson, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not scared to say Merry Christmas. I might actually be streaming again pretty soon. I know this was kind of out of nowhere, so... I really appreciate the support, because people give me a lot of support over on Patreon, too. But, you know, I don't make as many videos as I should, and I'm trying to get to it. You know, December's like the best month to make videos. And I think like in January it completely drops off. A money worshiper. Well, you know, I do have to pay rent. Thank you. I really should put in more videos, but we'll see. I'll try to get to it. Oh, here we go. Love isn't everything.
I have one rule. A lot of people look at me and they'll say, well, you're a guy with a lot of rules. No, I have literally one rule. If you show me any kind of disrespect, I'm probably going to show you disrespect. The one rule is if you show me disrespect, I cut you off. It doesn't matter how much love and energy and time and gifts.
Man. He really looks like shit. Is he really only like 39 in this video? I'm pretty sure he was. Not that I'm one to talk, but... He looks like he's not doing that great. I don't know.
Or sex. Or money you give me. You could make me a millionaire right now. And if you show me disrespect, I'd cut you off. That's the one rule. Friend, girlfriend, doesn't matter. If you're disrespectful towards me, I cut you off. Doesn't matter how long we'd been married. See, you need more than love in your friendships and your relationships. You need respect. What the hell is this? You gonna ad hominem attack me for that?
I think I'm good. Obviously, I made a video. My partner is pretty sick right now. But I never get sick, so I think I'm okay. I have been smoking pot throughout the stream.
Bye-bye. My rule with women is you have to be between the ages of 18 and 24 and live in Spokane. And date me. Otherwise, we're just ships passing in the night. We're acquaintances. But if you're outside that range that I just specified, we can be friends. And you can have a boyfriend and everything. But if you're between 18 and 24 and you don't want to date me and you're a chick in Spokane, and I would like to go on a date with you, and you say no, I'm just going to say fine and cut you off. You show me disrespect. The reason is because the telomeres in your chromosomes and your eggs are at the height. And with me, the telomeres and the chromosomes of my sperm is at the height, being that I'm 40 years old. So it's between like late 30s and early 50s. If you want to know other reasons why older dudes date younger women, just Google it. I agree with almost every one of those reasons. There's probably a list of 20 of them. I even did a video of it. I'm not going to just reiterate myself. There's literally comedy everywhere, and the comedy is...
Oh, I'm not going to tell you. You go do the research yourself. Why the fuck would I do that? You fucking dipshit. Look, I'm a YouTuber, right? And I'm supposed to tell people what I'm talking about. How am I supposed to just tell them, oh, go look it up yourself? God, he fucking pisses me off. Yeah, go goddamn look it up. It's not like a Lucas-centric problem. A bunch of people do this, but I find it irritating.
That you think that you can just get away with shit with me. It doesn't matter how much stuff you give me. You don't even have to agree with me on things, but if you're disrespectful towards me, bye-bye.
Let me be respectful toward Lucas Werner. Can I find it like this? Maybe not. Baby zoom.
So, yeah. Okay. One time I hung out with some Zoomers, and we went to Red Robin together. And the chick was hot, and she was like kind of flirting with me before that point, but as soon as I hung up, she hooked up with another Gen Z dude in that group of 4 people. There were 3 guys, 1 chick, and they're like between 19 and 21. And then I was there, and I was at this point 39. Yeah, don't invite me to your things anymore, unless there's women that actually want to meet me and be my girlfriend. You do you. I'm really sick of the age phobia, the classism, and all the fucking excuses. Really? You want me to just hang out with you so you hook up with some guy? If you call me the king, treat me like the king, baby. If I'm not called the king, don't hang out with me and I won't hang out with you. You do you, bigot.
Man, I can't take it. This is completely fucking amazing. You do you. He really hates it when people tell him, you do you. There's a few other random phrases he hates. Of course, we know it's not in the cards, but... He's definitely a creepy old man. What else do we get? Oh, here's one where he's looking at his $12 bottle of brandy.
There's a good chance I might hang out with you. I'm Generation X, I'm a dude, and I like women. But I like Zoomers because they're young.
Like Zoomers.
And there's a video that I already posted about the reasons why, older guys like younger women and why younger guys like older men. So I'm not going to go over that anymore because you have to read the Google. Just Google it, or look at my channel and you already see the videos because I already answered that question. If you're a person that uses blanket statements like, nobody likes you, well...
I'm just going to yell about something in my YouTube video and ask my viewers to Google it so they can figure it out. Fuck, if they Google it, they'll just find out that he's wrong. Yeah, I know. My younger guys liked older men. This guy's not... He doesn't even give a shit. Zoomers.
Well, nobody implies 7.7 billion people. I'm going to prove it.
Really? What's going on?
By saying that 7.7 people are not even what you know. You probably know like 5,000 at most. And like with most people, your close friends are definitely not more than like a dozen people. So I really don't care what you say. If you're there like talking about how everybody hates me, and I look at the downvotes of my posts, and it's like 60 to 100 people or 1,000 people, it's still not everybody. So I will run my mouth. I'll talk shit about how you're just a piece of shit that uses blanket statements and cognitive bias and psychological manipulation and narcissism and gaslighting in order to twist the argument against me. So, you're the type of people that like shit talk me on my posts, and I'm the type of person that doesn't like people like you. If you talk about how you hate me, we're done. It's not a good way to start a friendship.
I have no idea what
it's a good way to end one, though. And I have plenty of friends that are like Zoomers on Facebook that I talk to, and Instagram, that I don't really need to prove that to you. You're just going to dox them, so I'm not going to allow you to do that any more than you probably already have, because you're a bunch of stalkers and you're verging on something that's illegal. It's illegal to take pictures of people in public, but it's Washington State, and you're just a bunch of clones to me, and you're not going to get anything impressive except me like walking around or standing around or picking up litter. So you bore me and I bore you.
What is the deal with the picking up litter? I guess he'd just like stand outside clubs picking up trash, and that was supposed to let him... Looking like a homeless man and standing around picking up trash was supposed to let him hit on, 18-year-old women or whatever. Yeah, licking deodorant. Good fucking God. I don't even know how to... Also, he sucks at drinking. It takes him like an entire weekend to finish one of these fifths. Environmentalism.
But you don't really want to hang out with me, because I will be there. I'll bring a bunch of alcohol or weed or food. And if there are women there, I'm going to talk to the women and I'm going to ignore you. If they don't want to talk to me, I don't want to talk to them. If you're there just running your mouth, being aggressive, hostile, and rude and violent towards me, we're not going to be friends anyway, because you're not my type of people. There are empathic people and there are narcissistic people. And I don't like narcissistic people, and I prefer empathic people. But, if it's like you're a friend of mine from Facebook or something, and, we meet one day and your girlfriend's there, I'm going to start talking about sperm telomeres and how me being older will give your baby stronger DNA. And I'm also going to prove that with...
My God, Lucas. I mean, go ahead and bring up your sperm telomeres in front of my girlfriend. Obviously, she's seen all my videos on you and knows you're a fucking nutjob. What the Christ? I can't believe it. Does he really think this is okay to say? Hey, good to see you, everyone. He's really going off the rails here.
Pictures from Instagram and Google and YouTube, and if you don't believe it, we can't have a conversation, because it's true. It's not really about belief, it's about what's true. So I'll bring like a whole bunch of food. You'll be a Zoomer, I'll be Gen X, we'll be talking about my sperm.
I'm talking about my sperm.
It's going to talk the women out of all men under 40 for the rest of their lives. And if it doesn't, I regard those women as willfully ignorant. So I don't really want to continue. But if you want me to hang out with me, and only me, that's fine. Because I'm fine with reclusing away from people that I don't like. Rather than people that are toxic. If your girl finds me impressive, and it comes down to a fact of, okay, yeah, the health of your babies with me would be better. And
yes, my girl definitely finds Lucas impressive. Like, is he fucking serious? This is madness. What a fucking idiot. He already looked homeless because he was wearing like this homeless jacket. It was going in his food when he was making the... Well, we'll get to that.
it comes down to something like, I'm heavier. I'm going to bring up how dad bods are in.
My God.
I'm going to bring up how heavier men and older men are more nurturing fathers. I'm going to talk about how we're more nurturing and funnier men. And I'll prove that because, of course, you will laugh.
Oh, yeah.
But if it comes down to money, I'm going to bring up Bernie Sanders and how, I don't have a lot going on in my life. It's a small little dormitory size apartment that is fine for me. And if you come in like, well, I have more money than you, but we're both for Bernie Sanders, I'm going to call you a hypocrite. And it'll just be a big argument, and I don't really want to be a part of it. And if after all...
Hey, thank you, Buxinadu. What's the theoretical IQ of Lucas Werner's 5-dimensional brain? There were a ton of things that he used to say about a dimension called fate. This is before he found out who I was, so I don't think I'll ever talk about it again, but... yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, dad bod. I'm not exactly sure he understands what a dad bod is. It's certainly not what he has. He has a few times decided to try to... Thank you, Dev. He only thinks in prime numbers. Yeah, no, I don't think he's ever going to talk about the dimension of fate again because my name is probably triggering to him. That's just what I'm thinking. I mean, I might be wrong. I don't know. Maybe I have a dad bod. I've been working out lately. A bit.
All that, after all I do, when I look like I do, which, isn't bad looking. In fact, a lot of people would say I'm pretty good looking. I'm balding in the back, but at least I will point out my faults, unlike you. So, if it comes down to that, and it comes down to money, then Bernie Sanders is my answer to any question that you have on that.
Bernie Sanders.
And if you're Warren or Yang, of course it comes down to how the rich people suck. And you have more money than me. So it'll come down to like age phobia and me talking about how if your boyfriend is under 40 and you have kids with him, your kids are going to have less health. And then you'll talk about how much you hate me and I won't really be in. But I'll come into the situation spending most of the money that I don't really have on alcohol and pot because it's legal here in the United States. And if we're all at least 21, it's legal. And I'll bring food and stuff, and you'll be there taking advantage of a poor person. I'm going to bring up that. I'm going to take advantage of talking about how you're an ableist or an age phobe or perhaps even a racist in some situations. Or just homophobic, even if there are no gay people in the room. Because as soon as you drop that homophobic slur, I'm running my mouth. So you don't really want to hang out with me because I will stop you at every turn and try to get your girlfriend into me. I hung out with all guys for like 20 years, from the time I was 16 till 36. Most of my friendships were all...
Wow, what a fucko. He's like, oh, don't hang out with me because I will try to hit on your girlfriend. And it's like, well, I mean... You say that to someone, normally that would make someone hit you, right? Like, you'd want to fucking hit someone if they said that to you. I'm like, what a fucking fuckhead. I mean, does he really think this is, like, a normal way to react? Or to behave? People online get way too comfortable with saying things that you wouldn't say in real life. I don't know. Well,
all guys, and whenever I had girlfriends, they got jealous. So there's no reason for me to hang out with other Generation X dudes or baby boomers for long, because where are the women at? Oh, their daughters and granddaughters? They're impressed more with money? Not my type of people. They're the trendy people that are just vapid and maybe even intelligent or even empathic. But at the same time, if it comes down to money, or like, you're trying to be trendy and cool, I will point that out because I know it'll usually get a laugh. But if we can't talk, and it just comes down to you wagging your finger at me and me wagging your finger at you, do you consider that a friendship? Because I don't.
It's like, what have you done for me ever?
You do preach a line about love thy enemy, love thy neighbor, or we're atheists, so we're better than everybody else.
My dick.
Or we're agnostics and we're
useless
reasonable, and you have like some glaring issue that is easily solved by me, an atheist, in a way that will make you feel good about yourself. Or you'll we'll talk about faith and like saying things without evidence, and how I'm against all faith because I'm an anti-theist. See, that's why we can't hang out, because I will bring up something to where your girlfriend will be into me and will dump you. Because that's the intent. If you're a guy and you're not trying to get the girl, you're not really a guy. You're kind of
my girlfriend watched my videos.
And I'm not willing to be just a boneless, spineless jellyfish and watch you get laid. If we're friends, I'm running my mouth so I get the girl. And if you don't want me to do that, we're not friends. You see? We can be friends on the internet. But if we're friends in real life, and you like, and I like, and she like, and we all congregate together, and you even like buy me dinner, I'm still going to run my mouth about how you're rich and I'm poor. Or my sperm telomeres are better. I'll bring a 3-ring binder to the dinner. I'll bring my phone. That's all I really need to do. I'll bring my phone.
Well,
maybe a little brandy. And I'll talk about how I'm better than you. Even though I like you, I'll talk about how I'm better than you. I got to get laid. I got to get married, and I got to have kids. I'm 40 years old. Time is running out. And I'm not here to listen to a bunch of people running their mouth about me. You have to be nice and empathic in order for me to like you. Because I've been around enough narcissists in my life to know that having barriers against narcissism is a good thing when you're an empath. I absorb the energy of everything around me. That's the key of being an empath. I go out there and I feed the homeless. I don't need to impress you with proof.
Feed the homeless. Yeah, he does.
You know?
9 pounds of popcorn. If anyone's familiar.
Prove I'm not. But I will bring in like a lot of situation into the situation in order to get the girl. If the girl isn't there for me, I'm perfectly content to let it go. But I'm not going into a situation where the girl can't be mine. I'm a man, you know? I'm a man. I'm a dude. And I'm also a guy that really doesn't like any kind of bigotry at all. And if you have to say that I'm a bigot, I'm going to say you're wrong, and I'm going to show you that I'm right. And if you're there to talk shit, we're not friends.
And yeah,
we may not even be enemies. But if you start with your hater mouth, we are enemies. I'm just choosing to be chill about it. So you really don't want me around, and I understand why. Because you know I'll talk your girl out of you into me. And if not, she's not my chick.
Yes, I'm totally worried about you taking my partner, Lucas. Like, I would be with someone who thought that Lucas was a viable partner after watching the videos I made about him. I mean, whatever. He can tell himself whatever he wants, but at the end of the day, he's a nut job. Yeah, I mean, basically, that's what he said. Your comments on my videos? I never meant for Lucas to see my comments. I know people were going to show them to him eventually. I wanted to make fun of Lucas, without... Okay, what do we got here? 80 proof evidence.
You know, say what you will about bottom shelf brandy, it's still better than medium shelf whiskey. And if you're going to make the claim that you're drinking something better than bottom shelf alcohol anyway by your own money, one, I'm going to say, prove it. Prove you yourself are paying for your own alcohol instead of relying on somebody else. And two, I'm going to say I'm with like 60% of Generation Z, being a Generation X dude who is not really impressed by money over things like kindness towards others and humility. I'm certainly not impressed by the no you argument or the what about you Lucas argument or the whole like ad hominem two quote straw man argument. Any kind of like logical fallacy argument I'm not really impressed with at all. You even attempting to argue with me just instead of just getting along is proof enough that you're an asshole. So be an asshole, but I guarantee you're just some sort of capitalist pig we all kind of hate anyway, just because you think your money equates to status, which it doesn't among like 60% of the young adults today and a lot of Generation X, and your whole like come up how you act bigger and better because you have more money than a person that doesn't mean a hill of beans to me, Junior.
A hill of beans.
This low rent whiskey brandy, this low rent brandy is better than your medium rate whiskey, and you have no proof that you're drinking anything better, Paco.
Alright. Well, I guess that's why you should buy Christian Brothers brandy for $12. That's what Lucas says anyway. Yeah, I think so. Man. I'll have to take off at some point. Hey, Redx, what's going on?
Okay, so
Actually, this might be too stupid. Alright, women are not your property.
listen, bigots. They're not your women, misogynists. The fact that you're more misogynist than my generation, who is older than you, and generations before, when it comes to dealing with what you view as your property, just goes to show the telomere attrition in your right supramarginal gyrus of your brain because you are an...
My God, I love it when he talks about the right supramarginal gyrus. He sounds like such a fucking idiot. Apparently this is where empathy is centered, in the right supramarginal gyrus of your brain. But the term sounds so dumb, I can't take it. Alright. I mean, everyone else thinks it's funny too, right? It's not just me. The right supramarginal gyrus. Alright.
absolute sexist pig. No, responding to that with misandry is not the answer. As a matter of fact, age phobes, it just goes to show why empathy is breaking down. What you need are children with fathers who are between the ages of the late 30s and early 50s. You don't have to believe me. I've already shown the evidence. If you're a hater, you're gonna get blocked. There's no dealing with you. Rational people do not behave in the way that you do. The gaslighting, the narcissism, the sociopathy, the psychopathy, the bullshit and the lies. And the trying to, like, hurt me by downvoting my posts doesn't hurt me. It just goes to show that I'm right. So downvote my posts. Wow, 50 bigots don't like me. I'm in such a tussle. Find me on Instagram, babes. I'm not here to fuck around with your hate.
Yeah, no, it's really something, isn't it? What's a crazy video? I forget.
I'm not a sexist and I'm not a misogynist.
I'm not a misogynist.
Bernie Sanders would put more women into power than Elizabeth Warren. That isn't the issue here, dude. The issue here is age phobia from young women causing telomere attrition in their children when they're age phobic against men who are between the late 30s and early 50s. The problem is age phobia, leading to telomere attrition, causing children's DNA to be corrupted. Please wake the fuck up and stay on topic with this discussion. This is not about politics. This is about science.
Completely loses it.
I'm more liberal than the Democrats.
I can't fucking take it.
Age phobia.
He's like, okay, so...
I don't even know where to go with this. Age phobia. The problem is age phobia causing telomere attrition, corrupting the DNA of children. Women between 18 and 24 would give their kids longer telomeres, thus greater health. Men between the late 30s and mid 50s would give their kids greater health. Men and women need to be paid the same. Men and women need to be treated as equals and fairly. 50-50 split between Congress. AOC should probably be president in 2024, I mean. Bernie Sanders will put more women into power than Elizabeth Warren. This is all good. Women in power is all good. But we need to address the age phobia.
Age phobia. Alright? That's what we need to address. Well, he really wants younger women. I mean, come on. Look at Lucas. Oh my god, he's so greasy. I can't take it. Look at how gross he is. He thinks he's so hot. Yeah. Alright. I can't believe how hot this guy thinks he is. Not that I really wanted to talk, but it's like... he looks so bad. Lucas, you're getting grease all over your shirt.
How's my hair?
What hair?
It's looking good.
I'm drinking eggnog. Good stuff.
I'm handsome, right? I wouldn't fit in your trailer park, but I'm handsome, right? Or your homeless shelter. Where the hell you smoke your meth? So it's not my thing.
Oh yeah, you look really good, Lucas. Very attractive somehow. You definitely like being tied up by John Wayne Gacy or something. That's what I think.
These women are age folks. These women are age folks. Misogynists. These women are age folks. These women are age folks.
And my hair is out of control. This has got to be what it's like to be killed by a serial killer, though. It's coming back. He's going to cut me up now. Oh no.
I'm not saying I'm actually going to donkey punch you.
Yeah, that's great. I thought he was going to kill me.
Here's what's funny to me about age phobia. I know I've mentioned this so many freaking times, but I'm not seeing a lot of Zoomers dating a lot of Gen X dudes. I am at the homeless shelter, but you have to realize that poor people are usually ahead of the curve on a lot of things. Like, one example might be lobster and caviar were considered delicacies of the poor when they first started out, but now they're usually exclusively enjoyed by people that are upper middle class and rich. So like a lot of fads and trends start among the poverty level, just like a lot of 20-year age gaps are starting to go these days. So like age phobia is, it's so funny to me. I mean, you look around, like, look, I'm
Hey, thank you, Bucksanadu, for the super chat.
totally around buildings.
Yeah, he is.
And like rock is the basis of concrete, and concrete is made of a substance that's billions of years old. Like our entire world functions on things that are old or older, and things that are newer, like water. Water is something that has been in existence for billions of years.
I think I'm actually going to take off. Thanks everyone, but I'll be back pretty soon, I think. But I have to take off right now.